right, we're rounding off the last here. We're talking about distortion. So shout out to my cousin at Edge Over Edge. Had to throw that on for the distortion video. I'm Nathan from the Worship Journal Guitarist Edition and Worship Calling, and we have ourselves a Tone Master Tuesday on a Wednesday, as always, because that's when YouTube told me that you make every strum count. So we're talking about distortion pedals, right? Distortion pedals. Why? What are they? How can we use them? You know, distortion pedals create kind of their own clipping architecture. Unlike other drives, these pedals don't just push your amp, they completely like replace it. So even like that little bit of playing I did right there at the beginning, that was the Rat. You probably heard it, and if you're familiar with the Rat, you would have been like, I know that sound. You wouldn't have even known I was playing it through a Vox AC30 because that Rat completely dominates the sound. So you've got super hard clipping in a distortion pedal, right? The waveform is getting completely chopped. It's not rounded. It is hard clipping that's happening. We have high compression. So we're kind of losing some dynamic with our pick. We can't control things with our pick attack. We've got tons of EQ shaping happening in these pedals. So it could be a mid boost, could be a mid scoop, could be a whole slew of things, but there's tons of EQ shaping that's happening, and we have high saturation, lots of harmonics, right? But all those things together kind of create this very consistent tone regardless of your amp's setting. That's what I was like saying, like it is so dominant in your chain that not that it doesn't matter what amp you're playing it into, it's just you can hear it. It cuts through everything. So distortion pedals are using hard clipping diodes to chop up the waveform, right? That's what creates the sustain, the saturation, the harmonic density, and at the same time, it's going to reduce your dynamics. So you're not going to have control with your volume knob. You're not going to have control with your picking attack. You kind of lose a little bit of that. But again, like I said earlier, lots of consistency. That distortion always feels super thick and powerful, but with less touch sensitivity, right? And that's kind of the characteristic of it. So if you haven't subscribed, be sure to do that, because we talked about transparent drives, we talked about overdrives, now we're talking about distortion pedals. So quick recap: transparent drives are very, very flat EQ, low compression. It's almost like an extension of your amp, or it enhances your amp. It's that second channel on the amp, right? It just kind of pushes your amp. It pushes the characteristics of your amp out. Overdrive, I feel like, is on par with your amp. Like it's almost competing with who's got the most dominant, who's the most dominant flavor at the table of tone, right? Is it the amp? Is it the overdrive? They're like kind of neck and neck, always fighting each other of who's the most dominant. And then obviously the distortion just kind of completely takes over the chain. It dominates the tone. You hear it through everything. It doesn't matter what it is, you're going to hear it. So probably my favorite out of the ones we have in the Tone Master Pro right now is the Rat, or the Rodent. I just feel like it's just got that sound. I think the thing I love about it is you can get a ton of different sounds out of this thing. And what I don't want you to do is to think, okay, I don't play heavy distorted guitar. I don't either. I live in Edge of Breakup. Don't be afraid to use these distortion pedals even though you don't play a super distorted sound. That's not the tone you're going after. We can still use these. We're just going to pull that distortion back. We don't lose the characteristics of that pedal. So the things that we like about that distortion pedal, we're still getting. We're just pulling that distortion back, getting it a little closer to home base, or my home base, and you get a really good sound. I mean, that is that rat. You can hear it. It's just that super thick, kind of mid-forward, still a very hard clipping pedal, but this really smooth sustain. And it's crazy how much control we have with just 3 knobs. I mean, there's just 3 knobs on this pedal, but we can do so much with it. We can go from that what almost feels like an overdrive to fuzz to, you know, distortion and everything in between, and we can get some really cool tones. And even in the context of like ambience, worship sound, like I'm going to throw in some of that ambient path, and we can just get some really cool. And it still has that rat sound. It has that distortion sound. And I think it sounds really cool in this context. I think it sounds really good. Another one we can look at too is that Boss DS1. I mean, this thing I've got the distortion at 0, and it still has that Boss sound, right? Like you're hearing, like if you know a DS1, even with the distortion all the way down, you still hear the DS1. You still hear that, what makes the DS1, that thick, mid-forward, hard clipping. I don't know, I think it feels like it's got more of a, maybe it's the mids are scooped. They may be scooped, or it's just less forward than the rat. Has that nice, tight, low end. And again, these are all hard clipping pedals, right? So you get that, you can almost visualize that waveform just getting chopped. And it even works kind of cool in this with some ambient over it. It works really cool, man. Because you still hear that hard clipping that's happening. But when you send that into some like that ambient path where it's just getting pushed all out into space, it's just got a cool feel to it. I really like it. I really like it a lot. So what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to think because I don't play a certain style of music that these pedals they're not going to work for me. Try them out. See what you think. I think they work. I think you can make them work in just about any context. So give them a shot. I don't have any presets in the cloud this week. I'm just kind of throwing these pedals in just to kind of show you what I'm messing with, and pulling that distortion level way back and getting some really cool tones that we can use in that context of not just worship, but that light breakup, not just the edge of breakup, but a little bit beyond, and still getting that hard clipping sound in the mix of that. I think there's something there. You can do it. You can use it. And I like it. I like it a lot. So with that, make every strum count. I'll see you guys next time.